buddy of mine told me about this buddy of his that had a cousin whose mom told him this story. It's a story about a creature she encountered, not one that she could particularly explain. A creature that she never got a good look at, but knew exactly what he would do if she was seen by him. I heard the story of him, and the description in particular caught my attention. Tall blonde hair, blue eyes, black jacket. All the markings of a simple guy, but her description made him sound drunk and tipsy, but at the same time, he's not. A fully aware being that didn't speak or make any discernible noise, but one which moved as though his legs hadn't worked in years. I was frightened for sure, but highly intrigued. She warned me not to go, not to step foot in that place. I of course didn't listen, and then I stepped foot inside the Turkey Creek Chick-fil-A. It was night, around 10 p.m. if I recall, on a Sunday night. Nobody was there, and nobody knew I was gone from the house. The Chick-fil-A itself still smelled like there was a bunch of hungry toddlers chasing each other around with tiny socks and stinky things. I took my flashlight out of my backpack, a backpack of which also contained my phone, glue, and copious amounts of chicken feathers. Don't ask. I wasn't sure what I was exactly looking for. From what my friend's cousin's mom told my friend's cousin, I was at the right spot, and this is where it happened. At that same time of day on the same day of the week. I looked under the tables, behind counters, in the playroom. Nothing. I was starting to look like a robber from any outside spectator, but that didn't deter me. There was only one part of the restaurant that I haven't checked. The bathroom. I gripped my flashlight tighter and wandered forward to the men's bathroom. I peered around the corner and quickly pointed my flashlight in. Nothing. I loosened my grip on the flashlight and went a bit limp with disappointment and a slight relief. Then I heard it. Loud as day from the ladies' bathroom. A noise that sounded like somebody dropped something or something. I couldn't tell you. But then I thought to myself, I thought she described the creature as being a male. I quickly snapped out of it and blamed myself for the plunder in memory. I stared at the wall where the noise came from, still in the men's bathroom. I decided whatever it was, I was going to charge it full force. I held my flashlight in front of me as if it were a weapon now, and charged out of the men's restroom and into the ladies'. I pointed my flashlight like a gun and yelled, "What are you?" In front of me was unmistakably my friend's cousin's mom. As I rounded the corner, she also squealed. I pointed my flashlight to the ground and shot her a look of disappointment. She equally shot me back a look of confusion and slight anger.
"Hey, what are you doing here, you creep?"
She howled at me.
"And what are you doing here after 10? Putting on makeup nonetheless."
I kept my tone clear and stood my ground. This clearly knocked her off guard because her face suddenly looked much more frightened. In fact, so much off guard that she started backing away from me. Enough to where the darkness consumed her and I couldn't make her out anymore. I quickly pointed my flashlight at her and she looked more pale and a bit more curled over than usual. She pointed in my direction. First I was confused, but then I realized that she wasn't actually pointing at me. I stood still for a moment, frozen. I felt a presence looming behind me. Something heavy and dark in nature. I didn't move. I didn't want to. I felt it move closer until something was next to my head and right up to my ear. Then it said the words that will forever haunt my nightmares and dreams. "My name is Jeff." I all of a sudden could now move and immediately decided to sprint away, out of the room. As I went, a woman's scream filled the room. What if my friend's cousin's mom was getting eaten or something? I couldn't help myself when I pointed the flashlight in the direction where the scream came from. There was nothing but empty stalls. I didn't think twice about it and I ran out of there quicker than cheetah runs from predators. From that night on, I deemed that thing, whatever it was, my name of Jeff. There hasn't been a sighting or incident since mine, but I know it was real despite what others tell me. Even my friend's cousin's mom tells me that I hallucinated all of that. Something irked me about when she told me that, though. She had this kind of grin on her face. I couldn't explain it to you if I tried. But it was this look, this devilish, drunkish grin on her face. I'll have to make sense of that later. It's 1 a.m. as I write this, and I haven't been able to sleep. The nightmares are getting more prevalent. Just a few more hours and it'll be morning, so I can wipe all of this off like it never happened. Just a few more hours, and this creature won't exist in my mind for any longer. I wish all of you luck with finding it. The rope is tied and ready.